Princess Diana's favorite grandchild would have been Princess Charlotte, but she would have spoiled rotten all her grandchildren. Two people close to the Princess of Wales revealed ahead of what would have been her 58th birthday today. Princess Diana, who was born on July 1, 1968, would have doted on the only daughter of Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, and Prince William, according to Prince Charles and Princess Diana's former press secretary Dickie Arbiter. The People's Princess wanted a daughter, the former press secretary explained, and since she did not have one she would have adored little Charlotte even more than her other grandchildren. However, she would have spoiled rotten all of them, he added. Mr. Arbiter told the Daily Mail, she would have loved being a grandmother and particularly would have doted on Charlotte because she always wanted a daughter and that wasn't to be. She was great with children and would have been an absolutely brilliant grandmother. She would have been there all the time, she would have spoiled them rotten. She would have been very hands-on with the grandchildren. Mr. Arbiter's opinion over the Princess of Wales' favorite grandchild has been backed also by Ken Wharf, Diana's former bodyguard. He said, she was a family-oriented person. Diana always wanted a daughter so she would have loved having a granddaughter. She would have gloried in the fact that her sons had healthy children and she would be able to enjoy them without any restraints. The late Princess Diana has 4 grandchildren, who were born years after her death in 1997, Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis from William's side and Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, Harry's child with Meghan Markle. Mr. Wharf went as far as describing what kind of grandmother Diana may have become by remembering how her mother, Frances Ruth Schenkid, behaved around Harry and William. He also told the Daily Mail, if you look back at Diana's short life, she was primed to look after children. She was very hands-on with her friends' children, Rosa Monckton's particularly. It was something she was very good at. She would have been a doting grandmother like her own mother was. Frances was affectionately nicknamed Supergran because she was a very lively person who you wanted to be with. Both adults and children found her entertaining. She would take the lead when we went to Scotland, organizing what we were going to do. Frances used to say, "Come on you two, we're going to do something you've probably never done before." Then she'd take them down the oyster beds near where she lived. She'd get them with their buckets and spades and off they would go into the water to pick up oysters. They'd go and look at the sheep and identify trees and the beauty of the countryside. As a grandmother, the boys loved her, no question about it. She was physical, and so was Diana. I don't think Diana would have been any different as a grandmother. She'd have been reliving William and Harry's childhoods through the grandchildren.